Hey there, my friends. This is Andy coming to you live from Orange County, California. Sorry for the long delay there, but had a little hitch in our get along there on the internet. Not sure what happened there. Had to shut everything down and turn it back on, and then we were live. But that's what happens these days with the internet and all these social platforms we're using. I'm going live right now on 5 different Facebook pages, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. What I would love for you to do is to comment when you feel the need to comment and share and like and do all that kind of stuff. That would be awesome. I also had to switch a couple of the Facebook pages around. It's really glitchy today, so hopefully you're seeing this. I wanted to test my new Mevo camera. Right now I'm on my Logitech Brio, but I'm going to be switching over to the Mevo in just a minute. I just got it out of the box. As a matter of fact, I'm going to share a video right now of the unboxing itself, and then I will switch the cameras during the video play. Hopefully it'll work. If it doesn't, then then we'll just pretend. but we'll switch it around. So this is my plan. My plan is to play the video of the unboxing, which will give me the opportunity to switch over to the other camera, which is the Mevo, and we'll just test a little bit. I know about the Mevo. There's a lot of things that I can't show you right now because I've not dove in that much. I just want to see how it looks. I want to see how it maneuvers and kind of test it out as I'm going here. I've been wanting to get a Mevo for a long time. It arrived just minutes ago. And again, like I said, I just unboxed it. Oh, I just saw that with all the shenanigans that was going on, the file that I had prepared is not present, but it will be in just 1 second. Where's the desktop? There it is. Unboxing Mevo. Open. Okay. So let me go get rid of this lower third, and we'll pop up the video. And like I said, while this is running, I will change cameras, and hopefully when I come back, I'll be on the Mevo. So take a look. This is what it looks like now. This is using the Brio. Now the Brio is a high quality Logitech camera, and so the quality actually looks pretty decent. I mean, it's a video of me, so how decent can it be? But at least the picture and the things around me look pretty good. So let's go ahead and show this video, and then when it comes back, we'll be using the Mevo. All right, here we go. All right, I've been looking forward to this. I have the package came today for a Mevo camera. The reason I know that is because it says Mevo on the label. All right, so we're gonna open up this box and take a look at what's inside, and then after that, after we go through the contents, then I will end this this recording, set up the camera, and then do a little bit of a a test as to how the camera looks. All right, so let's go ahead and unopen. Let's go ahead and open, or unbox is what the title of this is. Never cut towards yourself, by the way, like I just did. Make sure you don't do that. This is my favorite part, is just kind of tossing things out. Static electricity, shipping. Always make sure that you have a packing slip. All right, and then inside here is the Mevo box. So there's let's see if I can get that. There's what the box looks like with the camera inside. This is called a Mevo Show Start. Mevo Start. You may have seen some of the advertisements coming across Facebook. You know how they track you and know exactly what it is you've been looking at. So it may just be me who got all these advertisements for Mevo, but they knew what they were doing, because at some point I finally said, "All right, already." I'm going to order it and I'm going to look at it. I've been wanting to try one for a while. A lot of people talk about it, so I'm testing it out for myself. Open up the box here. Nice looking packaging. Not bad at all. Very cool. All right, inside is it's a box inside of a box. Oh my God, it was a box inside of a box inside of a box. Ooh, nice. Look at that. Ooh, look at the packaging inside there. Oh. I just broke my roadcaster. All right, there is the Mevo. Hopefully it's not damaged. Slid right out of there. And you got your the protector plastic, thank goodness. Got the mounting. All right. I just wanted to go until I dropped it on top of my roadcaster. Now, hopefully the audio is still where it should be. I'm still using the roadcaster, but now I'm over here on the new camera, and it runs off of an app, so you can see the app there on my phone, and now you can make some adjustments. Now we have a little bit of a darker the darker hue, I guess is the best way to put that. You can make those adjustments with the phone. And I can also now, I have presets of zoom in and for in wider angle. So if I click on this one, you're going to see it'll zoom in on me here. And then you'll see, sorry about that. And then we'll go a little bit wider. And you just click on those different angles. If I like the way that one looks, then I can X out of it, and then I can sit here and zoom in, and then go down to my hands to show you what I'm doing with my hands, and show you right here. So if I squeeze it in with my fingers, it's just like opening up a web page. You see that? So that's what you can do there. Now you can put presets, and I'm not quite sure how you do this. But this is where if I were to move around, now it's probably not going to do that. Yeah, it's not going to. There's something you have to do to make it track you. Now, again, there's somebody watching right now that probably has a Mevo and they're going, "Hey, dummy, you're supposed to do this." Let's see. Find face. There we go. Found my face. Nope, not yet. All right, so I'm going to have to play with it a little bit, learn a little bit more about it. Let me try one more thing here. It says find face. Live follow. There we go. So if I track it there we go. So if I were to get up and move around, it'll follow my noggin. So if I just keep walking around, hopefully, and so if I begin and want to use the whiteboard and don't want my hands on the phone on the app, then allows me to do that, and I can move around and grab my whiteboard pen and write on the whiteboard pen, and then come back to my chair and keep talking to the camera, and it will follow my camera. Now the camera's not moving, but the lens, maybe that's why I went out of view there for a second. Oh, look at that, that's weird. So we already got a little bit of a glitch here. I'm not sure why that is. It's probably me. So I got attempted to reconnect. So it's attempting to reconnect. Now I lost control. So this is why we test these things. These are some of the things that can happen when I'm going, now I'm back. Oh, there we go. So for whatever reason, I had a little bit of a crash there during that movement. Now we'll figure out why. I just loaded the app a couple seconds ago. There may be some update needs to happen, all those things, right? That you have to, as you know, with any app, quite often when you're getting a new, like when I got a drone, got the drone out of the box. Let me actually make this bigger. I'm not that comfortable being zoomed in on my face like that. Probably you aren't either. And so there we go. And so when I got a drone, you got the drone app, which allows you to fly it around. You got to update both the software that's in the drone, which would be in this case the camera, and then update the software that's on the app. So I'm not making excuses for this camera or the app itself, but I'm just telling you, these are some of the things that happens as things are beginning to learn to work together, that you have to update and make sure everything is working good together. But it rebooted itself. I didn't do anything. It just took a second to reconnect. It reconnected, and here we are back on camera. Let me go over here now to another setting. And that has to do with color. So I can change the color. That one's called, I forget what that one's called. 200 something. Yeah. Oh, high definition. So that's high definition. I guess it looks okay. Not sure. Oh, you know what that reminds me of? There is a YouTuber I was watching where it has a little bit the background is a little bit more dark, and it kind of focuses in on the face. We then got black and white. No, that's not black and white. That's flat. And then black and white. And then I'm not sure what that is. Vibrant. And then sepia or sepa or whatever that's called. Let's come back to this one. I'm kind of liking that one. I got this dark shirt on, and now it looks like kind of my head's floating in front of the whiteboard. It doesn't. And then you can do your outdoors settings. You can do your, if I was backlit, which I'm not. You can use a whiteboard as maybe backlit. And then we have our stage look, which is a little bit dark. I guess my lighting would need to be a little bit stronger. I wonder what I'm going to see what that looks like if I brighten the light. See how, it doesn't really make it look that much different. Let me turn that down. Now, the reason you're seeing the ring light behind me is because I have the camera at an angle. It's to the left of my camera and to my right, and so that's why you're able to see this ring light behind me in the image. When I go to my other camera, as you know, you don't see that. So let's go to normal, and then let's go with the high contrast. Just for now. And that's, I mean, that doesn't look horrible. Again, it'd be better if Hedy was in the shot and not me. Let me see what the comments are. Hey, Don, nice to see you. Hello from San Diego. Audio is cutting out. You or me? You know, hard to tell. Oh, I looked orange. Yeah, orange mad bad. Is the audio still cutting out? I'm going to come back to my other camera in just 1 second. Again, who knows at this point, because we've had problems with the internet. Hedy and I were on our show earlier today, and we were having problems with the connection. I had problems with internet connecting as I was going live on this particular thing. And for whatever reason, my internet on my phone shows full power, and yet the StreamYard is telling me that my connection is only fairly good. It's not saying that it's great. So, you know, today just is one of those internet days, I think. But again, so this is the Mevo. That's going to black out for just a second, but I'm going to show you what it looks like on the Brio that I normally use. This is the Brio coming up. It's going to black out for a second, but I'll be right back. Hold on. And back. So this is the Brio. That's the one right in front of me. If I were to switch, I would switch the Mevo over to where the Brio is now, and then I'll come back to the Mevo. It'll black out again, and it will come back. And that is the Mevo. And again, I'm at a setting that is called. Let me get my glasses on just to make sure, because this font is really small. High contrast. So I'm at high contrast. And on normal, as far as the setting over here. Oh, no, it's just one setting. So I'm only on high contrast. So if I go to normal, there's almost like a little bit of almost a filter look, like a little softness. But that's it. That's that one. And if I were to go to it's called flat. Yeah, flat's not that. And maybe these are sometimes better with different types of lighting. The vid looks vivid. I do look orange. Oh, these are my throwaway glasses. Look at how wobbly they are. These are the ones that the kids sit on and throw and all that kind of stuff. I kind of like high contrast myself. You got other settings like exposure. And if I were to show you the screen here, if you could see it there, you see there's a whole bunch of settings there. A whole bunch of things that I could punch on and kind of test and see what's happening. Auto balance and brightness and all that kind of stuff. Contrast, saturation, metering, crop, flip is off, anti-flicker, all kinds of stuff that could happen here. All right, so there's that. Auto tracking again is interesting. Let me see if I can do that again. I'm going to see if it's going to crash again. So let me, please forgive me for testing these things out, but you need to sometimes test them live because I wasn't getting any of these issues when I was working on it before. So it's still following my face. So forgive me for zooming in just a little bit more and keeping it right about in the middle. Now let's go a little bit so that I'm at the top. There we go. All right. So if I move around, I wonder how far. So the camera, like I said, the camera is not moving. It's the inner lens that's kind of shining around or moving around. And as if I come over here, let me just see how far. It's interesting. Nice. If I were to go a little bit bigger, then I'd be able to come to the whiteboard and type and move and that kind of stuff, and then be able to shift around, and it would keep me centered on the screen, which is actually pretty cool. And now it's not crashing. So I'm not sure what happened that first time in regard to the crash of the app itself. The app actually didn't crash. The app was still up, but something internally happened and it had to reboot. So it kind of it stayed pretty good right there. I'm liking this color from what I can see. I'm not sure how it looks on the screen. The other one is more grayish, This one has a better picture, and I'm guessing that maybe are you talking about this one? This appears to be a better picture, at least from my perspective. Some people say I sound like quite a few people say I sound like George Clooney. The only problem is I don't look like George Clooney, and that that is one of the downsides. I wish it was the other way around. And there you go. So, Dawn, if you wouldn't mind telling me, is the sound still cutting out? Is that still happening? I can see there's a little delay with the movement of my mouth as I'm talking. So there's a little bit of delay. If I come back to my camera, my other camera, my Brio, let me switch back again. It'll black out for just 1 second and I'll be back. Now the movement of my mouth along with what I'm saying is more, nope, there's a delay there too. Wow. I wonder what's happening. So something happening with the internet today. I don't have any kids on Zoom right now, but they are on one of the other networks. So that could be causing some of the issues. So again, so just to make sure you understand, the wonkiness of this particular show is because I am testing out a new tool called the Mevo camera, and wrong camera, the Mevo camera. And so it's just testing things out. And this is one of the things, video is choppy and the sound looks out of sync. Yeah. So that could be the internet. I don't think it's the camera. I'm pretty sure it's not the camera, but we will find out what it is. This camera also allows you to go live on Facebook, separate from the computer and through the app on the phone. So almost like the drone, like on a drone, the drone that I have, which is a DJI, I can fly the drone and through the app that's on my phone, be on a Facebook Live and using the drone as my camera. This is very much the same thing. The Mevo is a camera that works through my app on my phone. And I can go live on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, and a couple other ones. I haven't looked at all the platforms you can go live on. Vimeo is another one that you can go live on, and you can go live on separate from a computer and through the internet connection from your phone connection as opposed to an internet connection. So. Or Wi-Fi connection. So you can do that too with this particular camera. So I can take this out and now have a better looking camera for my camera when I'm out, as opposed to just, and the phone isn't a bad one. Don't get me wrong. But what I do like is that it follows me. And I don't need to have somebody holding my phone in order to follow me as I'm doing something. That is going to be one of the things that I love about that, especially if I do more dog training, which it looks like there may be some more dog training in my future. So even as much as I try to get away from dog training, can't seem to get away from dog training. So I have some stuff coming up that may get me back into dog training. So the ability to have the camera follow me around as opposed to having somebody hold onto the camera is one of the things that I really like about this camera. If it holds up, that'll be awesome. All right, so let me go ahead and switch back to this. For those of you that are just joining, I'm seeing the numbers kind of going up and down. People are going, what the hell are you talking about, Eddie? You make no sense. I have no idea. So let me go back to the Mevo camera. So this is the Mevo. And again, we're going to get a little bit of a different look. The darker, I have a black shirt on, so the darkened shirt. But the contrast is really good. I do like this. Again, you're seeing these lights now because the camera's a different angle. When I'm on my Brio, you don't see the ring light because I have it positioned in a way where you don't see the ring and the lights and the reflection. So that's why you're seeing that. Normally, I don't like to have that on screen, but because the Mevo is on a separate tripod, you're seeing it from a different angle. All right. So again, I'm not sure why we're having some of the other internet problems today, but we are. Just yesterday, I contacted Spectrum and had them, run a test through and that kind of stuff, kind of clean things up. It seemed to work for a little while, but today doesn't seem to be my day for the internet. So, all right. So I hope you don't mind me interfering with your day coming on live, testing the Mevo camera. I like it so far as I kind of zoom in and zoom out. And then go down to my hands so you can see my hands here. So if I was demonstrating something down here, trying to show you something from the desk, you do that. And then go up with the app, and then the camera makes those different changes. Oh, and also the phone right now, the connection between my phone and the camera is through Wi-Fi. And so that might be something that's going on as opposed to what may be happening out in the wilds, whatever that may be. I'm not sure. I got to test that part next. So the next test you're probably going to see, I don't know if it'll be today or not. It'll be me separate from the Wi-Fi, using the camera out in the field and trying to learn how that all works. Unfortunately, I don't think, now I could be wrong, but I don't think that I can use StreamYard, the StreamYard app on my phone away from Wi-Fi. I can use StreamYard on my phone using my phone as a camera, but I don't believe I can use a remote camera using StreamYard. That is one thing I'm going to test out, and I will report back to you once I figure that part of it out. All right. So I hope this has been helpful for those of you that have maybe been oh, you know what? I have a coupon code too. So if you want to order one, you can save some money. So let me go ahead and get to the comments here. I'm going to first put in the URL you're going to use. There's a URL you're going to use to go to Mevo if you're interested in this camera. So far, so good. Again, we had a little app crash. That's not unusual. But other than that, things seem to be working pretty good. The internet connection is causing me grief more than anything else. So there's the URL. It's going to be in the chat. You'll see it popping up in just a couple seconds. And then you are going to, well, those of you on Periscope are not going to see it because I saw an error that for some reason it's not showing up on Twitter. So there's that. And then we have a coupon code. So it's Andy Falco Show is the coupon code. Sorry, I got a lot of things going on here. Andy Falco Show is the coupon code. Copy and paste. So now here is the coupon code. So the URL, you're going to click on the URL that I put in the chat. Then you're going to use this coupon code where it says coupon. When you go onto the page, you'll see a section that says coupon code, and you just paste and cut from the chat, paste it in there, and you get something like, I think it's almost $20 off. Get $20 off of the camera. And just so you can see it, what the coupon code is, this is what the coupon code, Andy Falco Show. Andy Falco Show, you're going to use that to get your discount on the camera. All right. And I'm going to be further testing it. I'll be showing this camera. I'll be showing what you can and cannot do with the camera. The link should be above. Hopefully you can see it. It's HTTPS, the semicolon or colon, sorry, hashtag or / Mevo.com, and then a bunch of numbers. So if you're not getting it in the chat, if you don't see the URL in the chat, then private message me and I'll send it to you in Messenger or whatever you're using and put it in there. I wonder why you're not seeing it. The link URL, same thing. And then the coupon code is the Andy Falco Show. Andy, not just Andy Falco Show. All right. And use that as your coupon code. All right, my friends, go ahead and check that out. And I'll be back on, like I said, either later today or tomorrow when I figure out how to use the camera separate from Wi-Fi so that when I'm out in the field, we can use the camera to do a bunch of stuff. I think it's going to be really good for my dog training stuff. And maybe even at the field, if I go to one of those rallies that I go to, or some of the other things that I like to interview people. The microphone on the camera is supposed to be outstanding too. So I may not have to use a separate microphone connection. The demonstration that I saw online was somebody using the camera and using the mic that's built into the camera. It actually sounded really good. And so I was really impressed by the how it picked up the sound with a directional mic apparently built into the camera. All right, then that's it. I'll talk to you later. Take care. Bye.